Are you in search of an energetic life? Well, sure you are. I mean, everybody wants that, right? But for my estimation, very few people understand the connection between mitochondrial health and a vibrant life. I'd like to introduce Mito Manna, the only mitochondrial support formula of its kind. And what we're really talking about with Mito Manna is feeling vital and productive. Having the type of physical and mental stamina that I do, where it's just go, 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 go all the time, that requires cellular energy production. There's no way around that. You want to have an energetic life, you want to have a happy life, then you need energetic and happy cells producing tons of energy. It's a key component to well-being. So Mito Manna was developed with the goal of creating the most comprehensive mitochondrial support formula ever produced. And it was an interesting process because we took a fundamentally different approach to development. We did the basic R&D, I think we reviewed close to 1,000 studies, but we realized, hey, we've got all these coaches here enrolled in our courses, many of whom are doctors, some are biochemists, nutritionalists, etc. Why not establish a focus group and elicit the feedback of our practitioners? And that's what we did. And we conducted endless surveys with the practitioners on each and every ingredient and essentially said to the practitioners, listen, go ahead and give us your wish list. So what you have with Mito Manna is truly a product created for the practitioner by the practitioner. So what we learned during the process was if you want a superior mitochondrial support product, maybe you're using it to enhance the E2 energy catalyst, maybe you're using it by itself, you need at least these three things: superior raw materials, broad scope of support, and proper dosing. And we're going to discuss each of those briefly. When it comes to raw grade material sourcing, it just doesn't happen as often as you'd think it would. Because most companies begin with a focus on cost, okay? And that's going to limit their ability to focus on quality. So we don't begin with cost consideration, we end with it. With Mito Manna, for instance, we began with the goal of creating the most advanced, most comprehensive mitochondrial support formula ever created. And that costs money, both in terms of purity, quality, efficacy of ingredients. While developing Mito Manna, each and every ingredient was vetted through coach survey, through literature reviews, heavy scrutiny by a biochemist. We had a nutritionalist involved. We had a food science expert involved. So there were really no cutting corners here. We wanted the best of the best in terms of raw materials, and that's exactly what we got. Broad scope of support. When we refer to a broad scope of support, again, the idea is not cost, but coverage. So from my perspective, having a science-based logic for scope of coverage, you'd need to have coverage over many areas, including vitamins, minerals, lipids, metabolites, cofactors, transporters, antioxidants, and enzyme function. Mito Manna provides coverage in all 8 quadrants. The 33 ingredients in Mito Manna represent a comprehensive balance of mitochondrial micronutrients while providing key ingredients designed to enhance membrane composition, restore cell to mitochondria signaling communication, maximize cofactor metabolism, that's going to enhance your electron momentum, transport, ATP production, and the list goes on and on. In fact, the manufacturer suggested that we manufacture 5 separate supplements instead of 1. But we stuck to our guns regarding broad scope of coverage. 33 ingredients, 1 supplement. Not 5, but 1, okay? And lastly, let's discuss the proper dosing. The idea here is just achieving a dosing design that replicates the most successful results achieved in scientific studies. Nothing complicated about it. Just requires that you spend a lot of time reviewing studies. And we reviewed, as I mentioned, about 1,000 studies, which ensures a dosing design where levels are not higher or lower than what we'd consider optimal. So just to summarize, we examined the top 50 mitochondrial support products on the market. We consulted extensively with our own practitioners, our coaches, and we went about manufacturing a 5-in-1 product that should at least differentiate us from any product on the market. So you want to get that mind and that body into a state of health, a peak state of health, get Mito Manna. Get charged today.